Picture this. Your phone buzzes, you check the notification, and it's a payment alert for money that you just made while you were asleep, or at the gym, or out with your friends. Most people think that this kind of a thing is either overhyped or simply a fantasy, but in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how that fantasy became my reality and how my system earns me a full-time income online. I'm going to be sharing these 7 ways that I've made passive income that actually work. Now, before we get into this video, if you know my style, I like to try to pack as much valuable information into these videos as possible. So for each one of these passive income streams, I'm going to share with you the one game-changing insight that I wish someone had given me when I was starting out. Okay, so we've got 7 different passive income streams to cover in this video. For your guys' sake, I'm going to put the easiest ones first, and then as we get throughout this video, we'll get into the medium difficulty and finally the hardest ones to start. So the absolute easiest way to make passive income is by participating in peer-to-peer lending. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is, essentially all it is you act like a bank. You lend out small amounts of money to pre-screened borrowers through an online platform, and then they pay you back with interest. So if I switch over to the computer here, if you just go to Google and type in P2P lending platforms, you're going to see major players like Prosper and Lending Club, and you can browse different loan requests and choose the risk level that you're comfortable with. The biggest thing you need to know about this one is that you do need to have money to lend in order to get passive income from it. And the best strategy I've found over the years is to diversify across hundreds of tiny loans. So instead of putting $1,000 into one loan, you put $10 into 100 different loans. Most platforms have an automated investing tool that does this for you, and this dramatically reduces your risk if 1 or 2 borrowers default, and it creates a much more stable, predictable monthly cash flow. Okay, so with that one out of the way, let's get into the second way to make passive income. This is the first business on this list, and this is one of the easiest and fastest ways to make passive income creatively. So what this one is licensing stock photos and videos. Essentially, you take high-quality photos or short video clips with your phone or camera, and you upload them to stock media websites. If you just type in "sell stock photos" into Google, you'll see marketplaces like Adobe Stock, Shutterstock, or Pond5 for video. Once you've uploaded your content, these platforms market it to millions of buyers worldwide. Think businesses, YouTubers, advertisers, and every time someone downloads your photo or video clip, you get paid a royalty. This is one of the easiest online businesses that you can start that makes money quickly and is strictly passive income. Once you've created that content and uploaded it, it stays on the marketplace forever. That is the definition of passive income. We do the work up front, and once we've uploaded it, there's nothing else for us to do but to receive our split of the profit on every download. The absolute best-selling content is what I call authentic lifestyle. So forget the cheesy, sterile-looking models with fake smiles. The market is desperate for real-looking photos and videos of everyday situations. So like someone working on a laptop in a coffee shop, friends laughing, a person hiking. If you can capture authentic moments that don't look like stock photos, then you will stand out and sell far more than everyone else. And this brings us into the next way to make passive income, and this one is also easy to start. This involves investing in something called a dividend stock ETF. Essentially, this is a fund that holds stocks from a bunch of different stable companies that are known for paying out a portion of their profits to shareholders. These payments are called dividends. If you look up an ETF like the Schwab US Dividend Equity or the Vanguard High Dividend Yield, you'll see they hold hundreds of companies. By buying one share of the ETF, you're essentially buying a tiny piece of all of them. When these companies pay their dividends, the ETF collects them and pays them out to you, usually every quarter. The big thing to clarify here is that unlike a savings account, the value of the ETF can go up or down. However, for long-term passive income, you're focused on that steady stream of dividend cash flow from well-established companies. The best piece of advice is to turn on DRIP, which stands for Dividend Reinvestment Plan. Nearly all brokerage platforms offer this. With DRIP enabled, instead of receiving the dividends as cash, they are automatically used to buy more shares of the ETF. This creates a compounding effect where your future dividend payments will be even larger. It's the most passive way to build your passive income stream on autopilot. All right, so this next passive income stream has been around forever, and this is called affiliate marketing. But we're focusing on a very specific, lucrative type, high-ticket SaaS, which is software as a service, affiliate marketing. What a lot of people don't realize is that software companies, especially those that charge a monthly subscription, will pay you a recurring commission every single month for customers that you refer. There are basically two main ways to do this. First, creating a blog-style website where you write reviews and comparison articles for business software. And second, creating a free YouTube channel where you make tutorials and review videos for that same software. Pro tip, focus exclusively on software with recurring lifetime commissions. Many programs pay you once, but the best ones pay you every single month for as long as that customer stays subscribed. A recent industry report from July 2025 shows that businesses are projected to increase their SaaS spending by over 18% this year alone. So by promoting a tool with a 30% recurring commission, one referral can pay you passively for years. That is infinitely more powerful than a one-time payout. Okay, so passive income idea number 5 is specifically creating a niche email newsletter. Now, as we had just talked about, you can use a newsletter for affiliate marketing. However, you can also make money directly from paid subscriptions. For those of you who don't know, platforms like Substack, Beehive, and Ghost make it incredibly easy to start a newsletter and offer a premium version for a monthly fee. Once you write and publish an issue, it provides value to your readers forever, and more importantly, as your list of subscribers grows, so does your monthly recurring revenue. You can write about a topic that you love, build a loyal community, and create a highly predictable passive income stream. Now, here's a tip. Don't just pick a niche within a niche. Instead of finance newsletters, start a newsletter about achieving financial independence, specifically for freelance creatives. Instead of a fitness newsletter, you could start one about kettlebell workouts for busy dads over 40. The more specific your audience, the more they will feel like your content is made just for them, and the more likely they are to pay for a premium subscription. All right, guys, so I've got 2 more on this list, and the first one is selling advanced digital templates. Essentially, you create a powerful, pre-built system within a common software, and then you sell that file to people who don't have the time or skill to build it themselves. A perfect example is on Etsy or Gumroad. If you search for Notion template, you'll see things like a second brain system or a content creator OS selling for $50, $75, sometimes even $100. And the same goes for complex Google Sheets or Excel budget trackers. Think about what complex workflow you have mastered that others struggle with. And remember, don't just sell a pretty design. You want to sell a system that solves a painful problem. So for the Notion template example, you're not selling a document. You're selling a pre-built productivity system that saves someone 40 hours of setup time. For an advanced spreadsheet, you're not selling cells and rows. You're selling a financial clarity machine that automates their budgeting for them. The key is to sell the outcome rather than just the file. So just like that, we're onto the last way to make passive income in this video, and this is going to be one of the hardest on this list. And what this is creating a micro SaaS, a small software as a service product. You can sell it through your own website or on a marketplace like the Shopify App Store. And essentially, this means building a small, focused piece of software that solves one specific problem and then charging a monthly subscription for it. And although this generates incredible passive income, it is definitely in the hardest difficulty to start. And that is because before you can build the product, you need to have the skills to identify a problem and either code the solution yourself or manage a developer to build it for you. If you do want to build a micro SaaS, do not try to build the next Facebook. Think small, boring, and essential. Find a tiny, painful inconvenience that a specific group of professionals has and solve only that. Think of a simple browser extension that automates a task for salespeople or a Shopify plugin that adds one specific feature that merchants are asking for. These boring problems are often the most profitable because they are essential to a business's workflow, making your small subscription fee a no-brainer for them to pay every single month. So guys, I hope this video has helped you a lot. And if you want to learn how I'm making a full-time income fully online, then the link to that is going to be in the description. Anyway, that's it for this video, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.